So what I would like to present you today is what you see, smart data for autonomous driving on AI. So autonomous driving may be declining in terms of hype, but it's still being developed. It's a very important technology relating heavily on AI and on data. So as a baseline for my talk, I just would like to emphasize a few facts so that we agree on the baseline of the talk. The relationship between intelligence and data. So first of all, intelligence needs data. It's a scientific conference, and we all have to measure things, to access to reality, to check our models. And also, it's not only to build new models like Newton or whoever, Einstein, but it's also data is important as opposed to model to understand stochastic behaviors, Bayesian inference on things that are not fully deterministic. In fact, most of our life is not fully deterministic, like driving. And so it's very important to be able to have inference rather than models. Second is we want to learn from data. So we have seen all the progress of artificial intelligence, meaning deep learning somehow. And the importance of data for training these models. And even we have heard this morning that training is consuming a lot of energy. So it's not something that's incidental. But also, vice versa, data needs intelligence. And that's the point of my talk. We cannot learn without targeting the right data. And that's what we do when we're a student or when you're a professor, because we want to learn from useful data, for example, edge cases, to learn how to avoid difficult situations. Also because there is a big data limitation. I will show you a few computation later. And so that leads to smart data. So that's the baseline of my talk. Now let's go back to the autonomous driving. So the problem of today we want to solve is driving. So is it difficult? Who has a driving license here? Oh, you're shy. Okay, many of you. Better than my students. Half of them have no driving license. So it's indeed, it looks like a simple problem. How does it look like, driving? Can you imagine how it looks like? It looks like that. I mean, automotive industry has sold that for 1 century. That's what it looks like to